Good morning, students. Here we are discussing the homework of 2nd of May that is given to +1, and this is a video, so you can watch this video till the end so that your doubts gets cleared. So students, the first question is the numbers 2.745 and 2.735 on rounding off to 3 digits will give. So it is asking about the 3 digits. That means this here we have 4 digits like 2.745. So we have to round off it into 3 digits. So when I have to round off, then I have some rules. So on that basis we are going to solve this question. So students, you can see it is 2.74. So these are the 3 digits. So we have to round off it. So now next digit is 5. As we know, whenever there is next digit is 5, like I have value 2.750. So if I have to round off it into 2 digits, then I will check the next digit to 7. So next digit is 5. Then I have to check this value. This is 0 or non-zero. So you can say here its value is 2.74745. So this term is 5. I have to round it off into three places. So digit to the third digit is 5. Here we have, if I have to convert it into 2 digits, then this value will be 2.8. This is very much clear, because if 5 is there, and the next digit is 0, if 5 is the next here and next digit is 0, then we check this odd or even. If it is odd, then we increase it by 1. So in the same way, you can check from this question, 2.745 is given here. So if I have to convert it into 3 digits, then I will write 2.74, then the next digit to the 4 is 5. So I have to check, if 5 is there, I have to check next term is not present, so that means 0. So basically in this question, after the 2.75, I have to check this value. So this value is 5. Now I have to check its earlier value, that is 4. So 4 is odd here, 4 is even here, so that means this value will remain as 2.74. In the next case, you can see this value is 2.73. Now I have to round it off to 3 digits. So its value will remain 2.7. Now 3 will change or not? 3 is the term next to the 3 is 5, and 3 is the odd number. So that means this will change and it will become 2.74. So students, you have to check, you are not supposed to check from here always. You have to check from the given condition. Like if I have given the question, that you have to round it off to 3 digits. In that case, you have to check, you have to stay with the 2.74. Then you have to check the next term. Like next term is 5 in both the cases, but in this case 4 is there, that means 4 is even number, so its value will not change. But if 3 is there, then it is the odd number and its value will change. So this is the concept about something that you have to know about. So 2.745 will change to 2.74 only, because 4 is even number. In case of 2.735, this will change to 2.74, because 3 is a odd number. So this you have to keep in your mind. So its answer will be option number D will be the right answer. Option number D will be the right answer for this question. Now we are going to second question. In the second question, the mean length of the object is given. Which of the following measurement is most accurate? So when I have to find the most accurate, then I find the closest value. Like 5 centimeter is given the length of rod. So which value is closest to the 5 centimeter? 4.7, 5.25, 5.40. So in which difference is least? So difference is least in case of 4.9 centimeter. So this is the 500 centimeter, you can say 500 millimeter. Wait for 1 minute. 50 millimeter. So simply you can understand 5 centimeter and 4.9 centimeter have minimum difference. So only 0.1 centimeter difference is there, 0.01. So this will be the most accurate value. So option number A will be the right option for the question number second, mean value. So when the value is given, like 10 value is 10 is the given value of length, and you have to supposed to find the most accurate. So one option is 9.8, one is 9.9, and one is 9.95. So obviously from these three, 9.95 is the closest. So this will be the most accurate value. This is the concept behind this question. So I think first and second question is clear to you. Students, when keep in mind, whenever you are supposed to round off to 3 digits, that means you have to consider the digit that is before point also, and as well as like 2.74. So it is called round off to 3 digits. This is called round off to 3 digits. If he says round off to 3 decimal places, in that case here we have 3 places. So I will discuss that also in the next video. So in this question you have to round off it to 3 digits. So 3 digits are these, and answer for this question is option number D. First question answer. In the second question answer is 4.9. So I hope two questions are clear to you. Now we are moving to the next question. In the next question you can see question number 3. We have to find the value of 60 joule per second into a system has 100 gram, 100 centimeter and 1 minute as the base units. So students, in this it is a conversion system. So here I will write, you have done some questions that are in the class. So here we will write 60, and here we will write uh, let's suppose 1, because I have to find it. So I will simply write 1 here, like I was written 9 here. So here I will write it is 60 joule per second. So let's suppose it as let's suppose it as n. You can simply take it as one value, just take it as 1. So 60 by 1, it is equal to, in the numerator term we will write the values of mass. So in SI system, joule per second system, it has value 1 kg, that is equal to 1000, and MLT formula for energy, that is joule, is mv square. So its power is m1 L2. So in this system the value is 60 joule. In this system we have to find the value. So students, you can simply say, if it is value n, if this value is n, then you have to convert it. So I have taken 1000 as SI, because in the numerator term we are taking SI. So here we will write 100. 100 is the unit of mass in other system. Now we have L value. L is 1 meter in SI system, so I am writing 100 centimeter here. So here I will go 100, and here is 100 centimeter. So 100 centimeter is also given in the other system. The other system has also the SI unit of 100. So its power is 2. I am using the MLT concept also. So further, next term we have time. So when we are writing time, then time will be MLT MV square. So here we will write T square. The energy has formula M1 L2 T minus 2. So here I will write 1 second by 1 minute. So I am writing this 1 minute in terms of seconds. So here I am writing 60 and its power is minus 2. This its power is minus 2. Now I am solving it. You can see the solution from here also in the near denominator. So here I am writing 60 by n. This term is equal to, here after cancellation 10 will be there, and here after cancellation 1 will be there. So then at the end we will are left with 1 by 60. Its power is minus 2. So after reversing I will get 60 into 60. So the value of n comes out to be finally, and at 160 will cancel out. So value of n is 1 by 600. We cannot write it as erg. We cannot write it as erg or dyne. Any value we cannot write because we don't know the system. This is a 100 gram and this is 100 centimeters. So we don't know the name of this system. So we will not write any units. We will write the just value of n, and this value is 1 by 650. So we get the numerical value only, numerical value of energy in this system. So I hope this is clear. So we get the numerical value as 1 by 600. So answer for this question is 1 by 600, and it is the value of 60 joule per second in terms of this system. In the next question we have to find the average length. So to find the average length I will use the calculator here. So we are available with calculator. So students, in the question that is given, wait for 1 minute. So the length of rod is measured as 2.48. So when I have to find the average length I will simply add them. So wait for 1 minute. Yes, now we are with the question. So it's wait for 1 minute students. So its value is 2.48 plus 2.46 plus 2.49 plus 2.50 plus 2.48. So its value is 12.41. We have to divide it with 1 2 3 4 5. So I have to divide it with 5. So 2.482, this is the average length. So average length is 2.482. So average length comes out to be 2.482. 2.82. After this you have to find the mean absolute error. So absolute error you have to find, and then percentage error. So 2.482, you have to subtract it from this term, this term, this term, this term, and this term. Then you have to find the then this, that will be the absolute error in each case. Then you have to add the mod of each value. So this question we have done in class also. So my basic concept, my basic aim for this video was to clear the concept about these two questions. These two questions that we have done in this video, like here we have done the first question. The concept of first question is about not to check this value. In the first question you are not supposed to check this value 4, because I am rounding off it to 3 digits, so I have to check the value after 4. After 4 5 is there, so I have to check the earlier digit is odd or even. Like 4 is even, so it will remain 2.74, and in the case 2.73 is there, then the next digit is 5. So in that case this I have to check this place, and this is odd, so this will change to 2.74. So option number A, D is available, and D will be the right answer for question number 1. For the question number 2, 4.9 will be the right answer. And for the question number 3, I have already explained the concept. For the question number 3, you will get the value of N, that is the value of 60 joule per second in the system, in this system. So in this system, when you have find the value comes out to be 1 by 600. As we don't know the units of we cannot write it erg, we cannot write it dyne here, no value can be written because we don't know which system is this. This is 100 gram. So as you know, in CGS system 1 gram is there, so we don't know about its name, so we cannot write any name here. So students, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you like this video then you can share it with your friends. So thank you so much, have a nice day ahead. Thank you.